Welcome to Real Voices of Happy Valley. In this episode, Dave and I talk to members of the Gledhill Community Project who are trying to turn a piece of neglected waste ground into a community asset, safe for children to play and for people to have picnics and enjoy a sensory garden. They've found themselves running into difficulties. Apart from the sheer scale of clearing this land, which has been used as a fly tipping spot for decades, 3/4 of it was bought in the late 90s, but they don't know who by, and the council owned the other quarter. We're mainly talking to Madeline Brooks, who is the chair of the organisation. And just for clarity, Franklin, whose name comes up quite a lot, is a toddler, and the helper running round with a glove in her mouth is Hippo the dog.
And also for clarity, I should say that Gledhill Street is a sort of hidden away little road between Victoria Road and Adelaide Street.
It is, yeah.
At the sort of park end of Todmorden. Let's hear what they have to say. So what's your name?
My name's Ash.
Ash, hi. And Dave, this is Viv.
Nice to meet you.
Do you want to briefly tell us what's going on here?
Basically it was a nice sort of a fly tipping bomb site next to our house. I think it's been doing the neighbourhood a mischief for about 25 years. Been a massive hazard to all the kids and stuff, and all the locals are just fed up to death of it. So we've just took it upon ourselves to clear it up, make it child friendly again. Hopefully have some compost and recycling bins on the go because no one has waste anymore in the houses around here for the peelings and the veg and the fruit. So
might as well go on here.
Yeah, we're hoping to have things on here for the children, mainly children based. Some craft classes, maybe bits of music, things like that, tabletop sales, and just a bit of a safe space for everybody, really.
Franklin has decided he wants to be heard.
Oh yeah, is that what you think? Is it?
Yeah, you've gone quiet now. We're all looking at you. So that's all you wanted,
we've all
wasn't
put
it?
some blood, sweat, and tears in.
Yeah.
I think we started. Maybe about 2 months back.
Yeah. Do you want to deal with Franklin and we'll come back to you? We'll try again. So what's your name?
I'm John.
You're John. You live
John
in...
Boutel. I live around the corner in Back Byram Street. And when I heard what was happening, I thought, well, I can muck in and help out a bit. But, you know, it's so important. I mean, we're lucky here because it's an unusual street. Kids can play out on it, but to have a proper play area, because play is so important for children's development, isn't it?
Yes.
So to give them a greater range of experience, even in this small patch, you know, especially what we're going to do with it, the variety that we're going to create, even in this small space, you know, will give them an opportunity to play in a broader sense than just being out on the street, you know.
Because it's an interesting street, because it's a dead end.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's not much
so
traffic.
There's not much traffic.
It's ideal for them, isn't it?
As I say, it's unusual in that respect, because playing in the street is almost, well, it is a thing of the past, isn't it?
Well, when you and I were kids, there weren't cars in the street very much.
We were kicked out until tea time, weren't we, during the school holidays?
Yeah. And then called in, John, your tea's ready, get in. I know what that feels like. Yeah. So what have you actually been doing yourself, John?
Well, I've been doing pretty mundane stuff like clearing out a lot and gathering stones to sorting out wood, you know, because we've got a big pile of kindling which we want people to help themselves to. Sort of basic things like that. Moving dirt from one big sack into a smaller sack.
So it can be moved off the site.
Yeah, so it's pretty well. I'm a labourer basically. So far, I'm sure there'll be other tasks for me
Well, that's
in the future.
the backbone of the country is labouring, isn't it?
Yeah.
Madeline's
Is
dog.
he helping with the litter picking?
She is. No, she's not helping by running around with the glove in her mouth.
Yeah, I just wondered
He
if she was
undoes what you've done.
Undoes whatever you've done.
clearing
Yeah.
that glove.
So, Madeline,
Yeah.
you chair the meetings.
I believe so. Yeah, I have a good go at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So tell us about the organisation. Is it?
Right. Well, basically, in this neighbourhood, this has never been an affluent area, and there's an awful amount of dissonance. People feeling like this area has been neglected quite a lot, and it's been visibly neglected, and it got cordoned, not occupied. People got blocked off. It got subjected to industrial and commercial scale fly tipping, both what appeared to be household clearance and also green waste. So we had somebody that was doing landscape commercial quantities. All the fir tree that you'll be able to see over there, not one bit originated from this land. It was dumped here, and it's like several trees, and it's built that wall there.
Yeah.
And then there's a great big divide there, but we've had all sorts like house clearances. It's been like a generation game of filth, but the things that have been like coming out of the ground, to the point where whoever put up the barriers, there's industrial mesh panels, or not all the way round.
It's Harris fencing, so
Yeah.
you don't know who put that up.
Not exactly, no, because what's happened is that fencing, it's come down in part over time, like considerably, like a long time ago, because when that's fallen down, instead of anybody doing anything about it, picking them up, they put other panels up, and then they've come down. So in places where what's it called? The
Harris fencing.
Right.
Uses it.
I mean,
Okay,
I know what it's called because of it used at festivals and things.
All right, okay. In 2021, there was a big surge of, there was Councillor Louisa Needham, she launched a great big, military operation of litter picking and clearing of the land. They used angle grinders as well to cut the panels away from trees.
That's Louisa who organises
does the
litter picking all around town, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's actually a member of our group, and
Good.
she's been trying to get something community minded on this land for ages, and the actual actions of what could be done were extremely limited. To just litter picking, like guerrilla litter picking, but somebody's responsibility to maintain and keep safe and safeguard this property, that never happened. There was no enforcement, there was no obligation, and it's been a bit hairy really. But as it goes, the council own a quarter of it,
Oh, right.
which is that top part there by Victoria Road.
Yeah.
From the left-hand side, going across up to that concrete drain.
Right.
But you see, the reason that was so unobvious was because whoever put the Harris fencing up, actually took a massive portion, as you can see, of Gledhill Council asset land. Because that footpath, right down to that point there, that's council asset land there.
Right. So who owns the rest of it, do you know?
The rest of it is owned by a company that bought it in 1998, 1999. And they bought 3 different title lots. As we're looking at it now, to the far right-hand side by 32 Victoria Road, there, there stood Will Gibson's photography studio.
Oh, right.
Which
That's obviously going back a while.
Remember, it was flat in 2009. right?
Oh, right.
2009.
That's what, 15, 16 years.
Trees do
Yeah.
grow quickly if you let them.
So there were a lot of sycamore. Everything was self-seeding, so some of it needed to come down. And with trees, you need to have them spaced a certain amount apart, for them to be able to thrive.
Yeah.
Because when they're casting themselves in shadow, they're reaching for the light, endangering the telephone lines there. There's been an awful lot of clearing done, and to be honest, it would have been more ideal to have been more selective about some of the trees that were removed. But to be honest, just making a start is hard. When you look at it, if you look at the original photographs, loads of people have looked at it and just been overwhelmed. We're supporting docs for the Asset of Community Value nominations that we've raised, of which there's 4. So we've had to raise one individual one for each of the title deed areas. But because this area is being severely misappropriated, neglected, in a dangerous environment for all the neighbourhood, we would like to think that Calderdale Council will recognise and take that into consideration when they're doing their judgment of the ACVs with regard to, because usually, they will be doing in this case, Calderdale Council approach the actual owner of the land and they let them know that there's that the public are interested, the community is interested, and that they want to do something, and that it's being subjected to being nominated for an asset of community value. And as far as I can understand, this landowner is then given an opportunity to present object or present their side. So it'll be interesting to see how Calderdale Council negates that in light of the evidence against misappropriation, neglect and abuse of the land to the detriment of the local people, and whether the council choose to support the local people, encourage safety and community spirit, and allow this area to heal. Allow and encourage and enable this area to heal and recover itself.
So has the owners said anything yet?
No. Well, what we understand was the council were going to be selling their piece to the owner of the other 3 quarters, but
Given
then
he's made such a good job of
looking after where he's because
got,
it's so impressive what they've done so far. No, but we felt like somebody who treats a community like that, somebody who is the embodiment of running a place down, should not be rewarded in any means at all for their behaviour. So we've appealed to the council and said, please look, this is how they've behaved, this is how they've treated us, this is the negative impact, this is the detrimental effect. We want to recover it, we want to recover as an area, we want to do better for ourselves, because people have looked at the terrible state of it, and it is reflected on the people. So the people had had enough basically and wanted somewhere safe for family, for children to play, people to be, and they set about it. And the group, and you're asking about the organisation itself. Well, we're looking for...
what's it called?
It's the Gledhill Community Project. We started out being the Gledhill Community Garden Project, right? But it's far more than that. We're wanting to improve facilities. We're wanting to do community composting, refuse solution, because up there on that top left-hand side of Calderdale Asset Land there, we're wanting to have a place where there's a community water butt, make better of it, give people better facilities, and we're wanting to do flood alleviation, but we're fighting for a safe place with community heart in it, where children can play out on their doorstep.
This is what John was just saying about
not
some
literally
other
on the
kids.
door. The only place they can play is amongst parked cars. And when we were kids, they were doing campaigns at school of not walking out between parked cars. It's absolutely nose to tail. We have kids trying to do little bits of badminton and stuff and whatever, and cricket and stuff in the road. You've got parked cars. You'd say it's far from ideal as a car owner because you're worried about the state of your car, but at the same time, there's nothing else. So it got to the point where a lot of people and residents, especially on Adelaide Street, were fed up with having the cars damaged with and slates on the roofs from cricket balls. There's a lot. There's a lot of damage being incurred, and then it's sad because it makes people cross, but the kids can't help it. They've got nowhere to go. And then we've got a community picnic area over there, which means parents can meet and talk whilst the children play, because penultimately we're looking for a court where we stood now, that hereabouts, that's for little kids 10 and below to play ball games safely.
Yes.
So then the
which
parents
you can't do in these sort of narrow streets. With all the front doors are straight out onto the street, aren't they?
Yeah.
For quite a few streets on.
Our main thing is the safety of children and our elderly. So and being able to look at community, take care of people.
So have you got any councillors who support you?
Yes, we have. We've got Councillor Tyler Hanley, and we've also got Councillor Andy Hollis.
Because Louisa Needham's she's not on the council anymore, is she?
She was,
but
it's not
Yeah.
But she's,
But she's a voice anyway in
And
the
then
town.
we've had the people at the job centre saying how lovely it's looking, as you can see. They've got somewhere to sit and have a cheeky tab. Hello,
Yeah.
she's like, can't wait to get so excited.
Have you got any kind of time scale for when they're going to make decisions?
By the 1st of October.
Right.
And we've actually got, they're doing a site visit on Thursday. We'd asked Sylvia Dacre whether the council might be able to help and if they might be able to get something with a high-ab, because they were so full, those sacks.
what's high-ab?
Like a grabber, like one of those things that's usually fun at fun fairs, but this is neither fun nor fair, funnily enough.
That's what they were called.
Yeah, but apparently they don't have one. So then we thought, right, well, we'd decant into rubble sacks. We tried getting hold of the owner some months ago, and we thought, brilliant, we can say, we'll clean it up. We didn't realise how they might have been so intent on development, but we thought, just tied in is a massive, huge thing. So we thought we'd try and appeal to them, but we couldn't find them. Other people haven't been able to actually locate them, but Calderdale Council are now in the process of contacting them over this ACV nomination.
Just looking at it, it's surrounded by housing. There's new houses not quite finished over there. There's the old houses, and it's just
5mm thick stone cladding.
It's an ideal position for a community sort of space.
We are now members of locality.org. Yeah, we got the membership money together, which is really good because that's actually £300.
Good.
So we've got that. We've got the support of we're now enrolled with and members of CVAC, which are Calderdale Voluntary and Community Organisation. So we actually have somebody we've met them for the first time on last Thursday. So we have a constitution that's in the process of just having a bit of a tidy up. So we are going for charitable status.
Nice one.
Right. We've got a panel of 5 trustees, two of whom are councillors, local councillors, and active. One was the mayor the other year, Tyler Hanley.
Well, to be honest, it looks like the lot of you are doing a fantastic job.
Trying.
Yeah. Very. It's very.
So, as far as we're concerned, well done and good luck to you. And including you, Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll keep them in line, won't you?
Yeah.
And is there anything we can ask our listeners to help with?
Come down, have a look. We're doing show and tells. Yeah, but in the practical way, it's a little bit strange because until our constitution is actually submitted with the charity sector, right, we can take donations by way of items. In fact, this is a perfect moment to say thank you ever so much to Navigation Supplies, who they are bringing tomorrow morning 1 tonne of compost for us.
Oh, fantastic.
Not just topsoil, it's for we're doing a sensory garden. Yes, we're doing herbs, rosemary, mint, we've got bay, we've got thyme, We've not got time. Well, we've got time. We've got time. We've got time and no time. We've got amazing things. The donations bit. We've had benches donated. We've had tools donated. Like plant pots or something. Flagstones, stone. If anybody has any stone, then we're about repurposing and reusing. Regardless and irrespective of how the effects of the ACV are on, the decision, this group is going to continue and continue going from strength to strength. We've got the numbers up around 60 group members, and we're going all the way with it. So
obviously, while we were talking to Ash, Madeline, and John, there was lots of background noise. Some of that was being made by Jed, who was working on the land throughout this. Jed lives opposite the site, and we thought we should have a word with him.
Jed, what have you been doing? While we've been chatting, you've been sort of filling bags with...
All of this stuff is the detritus that was being left here. You wouldn't believe the kind of things, but everything from bedsteads to everything, metal, plastic, vacuum cleaners, just anything you can possibly think of has been dumped here. It's been an unofficial tip. I've been here for 5 years now.
Yeah.
And I've had to overlook this. I don't use the front door very much. My garden's at the back. But, the only thing that made it pleasant was the fact that there was lots of trees, which kind of hid all the detritus. Once we started this project, like I say, we just dug up all kinds of shit. So what I'm doing now is getting the stuff that we've collected, and that all this is going to go to the recycling centre.
Eastwood.
Yeah. So there's a fire guard there. You can see bits of cutlery.
Oh yeah.
We've also found some of the old, because there used to be houses here, and
right.
they were demolished. I don't know when, probably in the 70s, I would guess. I've seen them on plans, but they probably demolished them because there's some sinkhole or something here.
Oh, right.
Can you see, was Madeline telling you about the pathway? That was the path that would go along. So we've reclaimed the path, which I thought was a really good idea. And as we were doing it, we found the points where they have the water.
Oh,
the square water things.
Oh yeah.
The water feeds into the houses that used to be here. And
So there's a water supply potentially.
So it runs across here, feeding these houses. So it's got quite a history. This area of land. Before it was a jungle, it used to be. There was a couple of garages here, and a photographer's shed there. This is all before my time. When I came, it was just a jungle and an unofficial tip. You just look out your window and you'd see a bed or a couch or a chair or an oven or ridiculous things.
Yeah, I used to sign on there. The jobs.
And it's funny, when I looked at the old maps, I thought it was called something like EXP or something. What does that stand for? And I figured it out. It's Employment Exchange.
Oh, right. Yeah.
God, that's going back since it was
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that's always been something like that, I think.
Oh, right.